Jace, how's it going? Jason here. Just wanted to give you a quick review on the skills we practiced in our last lesson. So what we did in our last lesson is we worked on playing 16th notes. We were playing 16th notes on the hi-hat, and the purpose for doing 16th note practice this week was so that we could practice putting accents on different notes or different portions of the 16th notes that we will see inside our beat. So for example, we started by playing an accent on the first 16th note, which would be count 1, but then we played the last 16th note, which is the and. So it looks and sounds something like this. 1 E and up, 1 E and up, 2 E and up, 2 E and up, 3 E and up, 4 E and up. So we're practicing the and of each 16th note, and initially we played the downbeat or count 1 on our foot. So what we did was put that together into a beat. 1 E and up, 2 E and up, 3 E and up, 4 E and up, 1 E and up, 2 E and up, 3 E and up, 4 E and up. And put that into a beat. Then we can take that beat that we just worked on and we can add some bass drum counts. We can add a bass drum count on 2, 3, and 4. So 1 E and up, 2 E and up, 3 E and up, 4 E and. So now we have accents on the and, 1 E and up, 2 E and up, 3 E and up, 4 E and up. And we have accents on the and, as well as each one of our quarter notes. 1 E and up, 2 E and up, 3 E and up, 4 E and up, 1 E and up, 2 E and up, 3 E and up, 4 E and up. Now remember, the purpose for us practicing 16th notes and practicing the accent on the and is because we want that bass drum beat. We really want to get good practice having that bass drum beat sync up with the and. 1 E and up, 2 E and up, 3 E and up, 4 E and up. It can help us with many different syncopated rhythms that we can play down the road, but it also has something to do with the I'm drawing a blank on the song title at this point in time, but it's another one of the Imagine Dragons songs that we've been working on. Thunder. That's what it is. It's Thunder. It's the same bass drum line that we hear in Thunder. What we're doing is we're changing the hi-hat to 16th notes to practice that and. 1 E and up, 2 E and up, 3 E and up, 4 E and up, 1 E and up, 2 E and up, 4 E and up. The actual beat, once we practice with 16th notes and we kind of get that timing down, the actual beat sounds like this. So hopefully you can hear how going from an 8th note beat to a 16th note beat you can hear how we have that 8th note, this last portion of the 16th note, the and, is being accented to help line up with our foot. So there's a method to the madness. So what I'd like you to practice is the 16th notes with the and on the last count of the 16th note. 1 E and up, 2 E and up, 3 E and up, 4 E and up, 1 E and up, 2 E and up, 3 E and up, 4 E and up, 1 E and up, 2 E and up, and 4 E and up. And then practice your bass drum also on the and. 1 E and up, 2 E and up, 3 E and up, 4 E and up, 1 E and up, 2 E and up, 4 E and up. It's going to seem a little strange because your foot naturally wants to go down on the downbeat or on the quarter note. But try this to get used to hitting that accented note with your left hand, but also making sure that you're lining up the bass drum beat with it. The extension to that activity is to do the and on the bass drum, but also on the quarter note. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and So we have the heartbeat on the bass drum, 1 E and 1 2, 3, 4, while we're doing our 16th notes here on the hi-hat. So that's your practice for the week. Once you get that down, it's going to make playing thunder that much easier because you'll start to feel the rhythm, your body will start to feel where that bass drum needs to go, even when you're playing 8th notes versus 16th notes. So happy practicing, and we'll see you next week.